Alright, so for a 16-inch laptop and a 7-inch tall, I guess, laptop as well. So when it talks about 16 inches, when it's talking about the laptop, of course, we're looking at the screen right here, which is just a rectangle. And so 16 inches is actually the diagonal length right here. So that'd be considered 16 inches. And of course, it told us that it was 7 inches tall, which would be kind of like this purple height right here, if you'd like. And what this does is it creates a right triangle for us with these three values. And when it's talking about the width, we could label it as W right here. And since it is a rectangle, we know that this is a right angle. So we know we can use the Pythagorean theorem. So the Pythagorean theorem would take the two legs, which in this case is 7 and W, that's the width, length, or height in the width. And the hypotenuse is that 16 inches right there. So that's the 16 right there. Well, we know from the Pythagorean theorem, if you take the two legs squared, add them together, you get the hypotenuse as a square as well. So from here, all we're going to do is evaluate these values. 7 to the power of 2 is 49. I'm not too familiar with my 16 power, so let's do this in the calculator. 16 to the power of 2 is 256. So as of right now, we got 49 plus W to the power of 2 equals 256. And so to solve this equation, we're still going to use principles of equality. For example, we'll subtract 49 from both sides like this. So 256 minus 49 is 207. And this zeroes out. So now I have W to the power of 2 equals 207, and I'm going to square root that because I'm going to square root both sides of the equation to maintain equality, and that's going to get rid of that exponent, which leaves us with just the width. Now the exact answer is actually the square root of 207, but I believe on the homework it wants it simplified, and when I put this in the calculator without showing any of the extra work on here, it shows me 3 square root of 23. So this was considered the exact answer, and of course we would want to label that in inches. But if I wanted an approximation in my calculator, I just go right above the enter button, and there's that double arrow button which I can push, and this is going to give me 14.38749 and some change. So I think it said round to the nearest hundredth, so I would say 0.39 inches. And this is more like the approximation. So there's your two answers right there. This is exact. And when we see the decimal like these, then it's an approximation.